already agreements to limit the amount of junk that the report says meet international regulations and media. It recommends further research into new technology to clean space, including electromagnetic nets and giant umbrellas for the satellites.
Pro-Palestinian demonstrations have disrupted a performance by the Israel Philharmonic Orchestra, Harlem's classical music festival in London. On several occasions during the concert, groups in the audience, while out of order, shouted anti-Israeli protests and were moved by stewards. Other audience members joined in with others. The concert continued. BBC supported its live transmission. BBC News.
PRI's The World is brought to you with support from Medtronic, leveraging products, people, and philanthropy to help lessen the global impact of chronic non-communicable diseases, such as diabetes and heart disease, and announcing that this month, world leaders convene at the United Nations to chart a global response to this health issue. Learn more at medtronic.com.
I'm Marco Roman, and this is The World. Another audio message from Muammar Gaddafi, former Libyan dictator, is still in hiding, but he's vowing that Libya will be engulfed in flames as he and his supporters fight back against the rebels.
Let it be a long battle. We will fight from place to place, from city to city, from hill to hill, from mountain to mountain. Let it be a long battle so that we can show them that they cannot rule the Libyan people. They cannot subjugate our tribes. Let it be a long battle until our final victory.
Gaddafi's defiant message was broadcast just as Libya's rebels, now in control of most of the country, extended their deadline for loyalists to surrender. And it came as rebel leaders were hailed as Libya's new government at an international summit in Paris. Afternoon, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton spoke to reporters in Paris about challenges facing Libya now.
The Muslim experience that winning a war is no guarantee of winning the peace that follows. That is why, even as we sought to protect civilians and pressured Gaddafi to step down, we have supported the Libyans as they laid the groundwork for a transition to democracy that is just, inclusive, and sustainable.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton speaking at the summit on Libya in Paris today. Libyans have lived through a very difficult 6 months since the rebellion began in February. Hopefully the fighting will be over soon, but the food shortages, electricity outages, and water supply problems won't go away overnight. Many Libyans, though, view those as minor issues. For example, Dr. Hussein Sanusi. He's a retired physician who lives in the center of Tripoli.
We don't have water for 4 to 6 days. There is electricity returned to be normal. Obviously, it is not perfect, but despite that, it is a small price we pay for our freedom.
Dr. Sanusi, 42 years is a long time for a leader to impose himself on the regime. Does Gaddafi still instill fear among Libyans?
Well, I think during the 6 months that the people around the road, on the streets, and on the wall, say in favor of them. Within 1 night or 2, you can count 10 times, 20 times, who has having them. So, I am very confident that we can do nothing. The Libyan people can be liberated forever.
Well, you've been looking at the major bombings from your house. Were you worried that it would come?
No, absolutely not, because my house is situated right in the center of Tripoli, in the national area, near what used to be American embassy, and we see the flames and the long falling, and we are sure that they are very precise and only within military ground. And when we hear it, we know absolutely, we don't have matter of fact, because of the best we done to us, we enjoy seeing and hearing what they are.
Dr. Sisi, you have family in the United States, but your twin sons are also doctors in Chicago. And we wondered how they might feel at all the TV coverage. So we've got your son, Dr. Nizar Sanusi, on the phone with us too. Nizar, what concerns have most preoccupied you about what's going
training, and I think if I bear the course and finish what I came here to do and come back, I'll be much more useful to our society, because we basically see ourselves as the building blocks of Libya, and the youth and the young professionals, and we owe it to our country, because now is where the hard work starts.
And let me turn that question around and put it to your father, Hussein Sanusi. You got your PhD at the University of Alabama and practiced medicine here for a while before going back to Libya. Was it ever tempting in the last 6 months especially to leave Libya and get away from the potential danger?
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, to tell you that my daughter has been born in the United States, in Alabama, and we received a very kind call from the American embassy saying that she wants to go to the United States. And I tell the daughter and my wife that we said no, we stay in our home, in our country, we will not be out, we will stay here, even if we are here.
You know, we've heard various reports about the rebels' love of the United States. Is that true, or is it kind of wishful thinking here on the part of America?
No, it is true. It is true. We like the people and the government of the United States for the help they give us, because we are sure without this help we would not have succeeded our revolution. And the trick saying that the United States and NATO want some economical and geopolitical interest, it is not true. It cannot stand in front of the scientific fact.
Nizar Sanusi, what sort of country do you think will emerge from all of this? Your Libya. What's it going to look like?
My vision of Libya in the future, I see it as a democratic country, with a modern Islamic mindset. I see it as a very progressive country, and I see it as almost like a bridge between East and the West. I mean, America, with their invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan, etc., it's somewhat their reputation has been marred in the Mideast. But I think with what they did with Libya, it's kind of mended what happened. I mean, the impact you have between Arabs and Americans, I think that's kind of going to be our bridge, and I think it's going to be the beginning of a prosperous relationship between the West.
And Hussein Sanusi in Tripoli, what do you see coming to the future for Libya?
Oh, it will be, with what's happening in Libya now, we will certainly have a democracy, justice, equality for everybody, opportunity for everybody, and a good relation balanced on interest and on comprehension with all countries who help us, like United States, Britain, and France. Certainly, I will say to you, the Libyan team, a particular place for America and France. For America, because they started to help us, and for France, because they prevented the bloodshed, which has been almost a few hours, will be done in Benghazi if France will not intervene. So my vision of Libya will be really a democratic, will be a bridge like my son